What's going on, tribe? Something is trying to block my throat chakra. They don't want me to put out this message, but if you're in a situation similar to me, where things are really, really tough, and you being battle tested, I'm talking about battle tested, situation after situation that is calling for you to make decisions and really think on those decisions, because it'll cost you dearly on one end, and on the other end it's still gonna cost you, but not as much. I'm saying, on one hand you taking penitentiary chances, and on the other hand you're just gonna be uncomfortable and struggle a little more versus penitentiary. Hold steady and kind of reflect on what you would have done in the past, whether it was yesterday, a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, and kind of congratulate yourself on the fact that you are not reacting in the way that you would have reacted before, and possibly would be well in your grounds to do so, because you know, as a person and intuitive, that folks are playing in your face, and this is supposed to be business shit. So it might not be business for everybody, but in a sense, it's something where a motherfucker playing in your face, and they know it's wrong to be playing in your face, and they know they're triggering you by playing in your face, but they continue to do it. Mine's, it's business, contractual. So I kind of know that even if I can't get who I want to get, I could get somebody legally. So I'm not gonna blow up. I'm not gonna let them knock me off my pivot, and that's really the word. Don't let them knock you off your pivot, whether it's personal or business. Don't do it. You've come too far. You've come too far, and it ain't about proving it to nobody but you. That's why I say do that reflection, do that shadow work, to realize, bro, had this been last week, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, had this been the previous version of me, oh, I'd be in this motherfucker furniture moving, flipping tables, just acting ignorant. But why? At this point, because, cycles continue as long as you let them. But once you stop them, that's where your reward comes in. That's where you're going to get your blessing from learning that lesson. Just listen. Sometimes just sit back and listen. Sit in a situation and really just listen. Like, I know it's emotional. It's frustrating. It's taking everything in you not to react in a way that you feel would be justified, and possibly would be justified. But it's about ascension. It's about you being in control of you and not letting nobody trigger you, or not letting anybody have you react to them triggering you, especially in that reaction that they're looking for. Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. Trust me, you're going to win out in the end. Till next time, tribe. I love y'all. Peace. What's going on, tribe? This is something I got to do. For documentation purpose, documentation, for something to look back on. It's November the 24th, 2025, 8:17 p.m. And before I get this message started, one, because I feel like it's for documentation for me, proving something to myself more than anything, but it's a message that need to be shared. That's what I'm feeling heavy in my spirit, on my heart, and my emotional body. Because I'm not the only one that's going to benefit from this message that I got. When you have it in you, so much so that it's seeping through your pores and now it's on you, they're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give it to you. Whatever it may be for you. Money, power, respect. I'm hearing money, power, respect is the key to life. That song, if you hip hop head, you know. So you're not going to get the validation. You're not going to get the praise. You're not going to get the coin. You're not going to get the money. You're not going to get the respect. You're not going to get the support. They're not going to give it to you. They're not going to give it to you because they see it. They see all you need is that little bit of push, that little bit of help. So man, they're going to give it to you because they don't want to see it deep down. Crabs in a barrel energy. So you got to take it. You got to take it. And not in the sense of chasing, not in the sense of, physically yanking from, with violence in it, with patience, like the Venus flytrap. You just sit there open, inviting, waiting patiently for it to land right there, and then it's yours. And then it's yours. You gotta wait. You gotta be patient. Like the temperance, like the hangman. Alluring, attracting it into you, attracting it towards you, like the empress, like the high priestess, like the magician. It'll fall in your lap. You gotta become it, like the fool, like the hermit. When you have it not only in you, but seeping through your pores so much so that it's on you, creating its own aroma, pheromone. They're not gonna give it to you. And you gotta know that you gotta accept that. And you gotta realize that you can't stay in the woe is me phase for decades. Once you realize it, once you know it, become all those things that I name patiently. Wait for it to come to you. You don't have to chase it. I spent, let's say, roughly 2, 3, I can't say 3. Well, I could say 3 because from teenage-ish, 10-ish to 40, 41, that's still 4 decades. Well, 3. I'm gonna say 3 or so because I'm only 41, and this didn't start at 10. It was more adolescence, teenager, closer to 20 than 10. So it's decades. You get the point. Semantics. It's always a motherfucker with some semantics. Oh, motherfucker. Anyway, it's not gonna be given to you. You have to take it in the sense of patiently waiting, learning the lessons and applying and applying them to different situations because it's normally the same lesson on repeat, but just in different situations. It's your future self testing you out to see if you're really ready, to see if you're really going to be able to adapt. So don't crash out. Stop chasing and stop looking for external validation. Go within.